Hey, I haven't been here for a while now. Not for a bad reason though, for good reasons. School, just kicking my butt. Whoever says senior year is your easiest year, I do not agree at all. This is a very late video because this happened in October, and I just thought, you know, this story had to be out there. It had to be in the open, and I have to just remember this story because it is a great story. There is a storm going on outside right now, so if you hear things or little kids outside. So this story is a concert experience that is, it starts off with me and 3 of my friends, Alexa, Olivia, and Nicole. And Alexa gets her tickets from her parents for her birthday to the concert for 21 Pilots in Hollywood. And we were all just like, the problem was there were only 2 tickets. Obviously, you know, she's gonna pick Olivia. We were like, dang, we wish we can go with you. As the time got closer, we looked up tickets and seeing if they were still on sale, and they were like about to sell out. So we were like, oh my gosh, we have to buy them now. And so we bought them, and then we were like, okay, we have to tell our moms. We were like, okay, we kind of have to buy the plane tickets to get there. We kind of have to find some place, like, somehow. We live in Northern California, so Southern California, Northern California, that's pretty good drive. So our moms helped us out in getting plane tickets and stuff, and lots of crying, lots of anticipation on what they would say. Eventually they said yes. Eventually we found ourselves with 2 computers buying plane tickets, and we just were like, okay, so this is it. This is what we're doing. There was no backing out. We already bought the plane tickets. We already bought the tickets. My friends Alexa and Olivia, they go to Hollywood with Alexa's parents. They drive and stuff. And me and Nicole are at school, you know. We're like, the whole day, we're just like, oh my god, I can't wait to be in Hollywood. Like, we need to leave now. It was like in the middle of the week. The concert was on a Wednesday or Thursday. So obviously, like, we were going to this concert, we're missing school and stuff. But we only missed 1 day. We were only planning on missing 1 day of school. We get on the plane, and me and Nicole just like look at each other. We're like, we're really doing this right now. Like, we are really on a plane to Hollywood. Like, we are going to see 21 Pilots in Hollywood. Like, this is crazy. We got off at, not LAX, but that other airport. I forgot what other airport it was. And we were in LA. We were just chilling in LA. Just 2 young girls doing their thing. So we get to the hotel. We meet up with Olivia and Alexa and her parents and stuff. Like, we were just so excited we couldn't go to sleep, and then, like, you know, finally, like, it kicked in, like, we needed to sleep. We woke up the next morning, which was the concert morning. We woke up at, like, I think we might have woken up at 4 a.m. It was either 4 or 6. Left at 6 o'clock after we got all ready and stuff. 4 girls in with 1 bathroom. Getting ready was a struggle. Went to go get some breakfast, which we just got some, like, Starbucks from the drive-thru or whatever. The traffic in LA is, like, it's not like anywhere else. So it took us 3 hours. We finally got there at 9 a.m. We were kind of freaking out because we were like, oh my god, this is like the longest line. About like 20 to 30 people in front of us. You know, we just were chilling and stuff, kind of did our own thing. And there was a Walgreens down the street. Or no, a CVS. Walgreens or CVS. I don't know. One of those 2. Each went in pairs, you know, going to get lunch and stuff. And so it was me and Nicole's turn to go get lunch. And so we're walking in there. And I walk in, and I see Nash Grier just chilling, just walking, you know, with his bodyguard. And I swear it was like a movie, because he did this thing with his hair. It was just like, and I was like, literally, I was like, oh my god, Nicole, that's Nash Grier. She was like, who's Nash Grier? I was like, okay, so, yeah, it's Nash Grier. You're gonna take a picture for me. I was the awkwardest person, like, my picture. Nash, like, he was really nice. He was, like, telling us he liked our shirts and stuff. And after, like, when, you know, we were kind of just, like, done, I was like, okay, well, thank you. And, like, and then I told him, say hi to Matt for me. I was just really nervous. When I get really nervous, I just, like, say the weirdest things. But after that, you know, we go in, and, there was, like, so many people line hopping. Like, people just... There was, like, tons of people that just came into line, and everyone was, like, pissed. We ended up going inside, being not as close as we wanted to be, but, you know, we weren't really, like, mad about it or anything, because we flew all the way to Hollywood for this. We were just gonna be, you know, we were gonna be happy. We were gonna be happy with what we did. Because we've already seen them before, like, way closer. Like, we've touched every single part of them. We were content. Like, we were just like, okay, we gotta see them again, you know? So, after that, oh my gosh, literally, it was body to body. Like, you could not move or else you would be shoved on the floor. It was insane. Like, I had never been to a concert like that before. My friend had an anxiety attack before she could even see the concert. And my other friend had an anxiety attack, but she ended up having the anxiety attack like in the middle of the concert. So she was kind of good. She was like, you know what, I just gotta see Car Radio, I'm out, you know? But I don't think she saw Car Radio. They had to end up like carrying her up above the barrier or whatever. So it was just me and my friend Olivia left, and we were like, alright, we can do this, girl. Like, we can do this. Like, we got this. We are not gonna die tonight. We are good.
Any last words, Brianna? Kitchen sink is my favorite! Any last words? I'm dead. We're dead. We are dead. These are our last words. Love you, 21 Pilots. Peace out.
We ended up just staying until the encore, I think. We stayed until the encore, and we met up with our other friends. And once we got out of there, we did not notice how soaking wet we were from sweat. We were just soaked in our own sweat, like, and in other people's sweat. Olivia got some other person's sweat in her eye. I don't know what was going on. I went into the bathroom and I just like literally wrung out my shirt, and it was the most disgusting thing. We went to go buy some merch, and so we changed into those because we were just like gross and sweaty and stuff. So what do? We go trying to meet them. They were like, get off the property or else you're gonna be arrested if you're under 18 or something, you know? And I'm just like, then they had everyone go off the property and stuff, and so we were just waiting outside like forever, like not forever, but we were waiting outside for like an hour, a good hour or two. We go back in, and we are just, it's like a couple people. It's like, not a couple people, but it's like about 20 people maybe. We are just waiting for them, and I happened to like, I don't know what happened. This was like the most insane moment for me. I just happened to look over because I hear this like familiar voice talking like next to me, and I'm just like, that voice sounds familiar. So I look over and I literally just freeze up, and I'm like, oh my god. And so I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, hi. Literally, it was Scotty Sire from Vine, and then like I'm just like staring into his eyes and stuff. I'm just like, oh my god. I take my phone out and I hand it to my friend Nicole, and I'm like, take the picture, dude. Like, we have to like live this moment to the moment to the moment. I was like, oh my god, like, you're my favorite Viner. He is my favorite Viner. Like, he's hella funny. Yeah. By the way, here's the picture that I took with him. So then after that, we end up meeting Josh Dunn. And it was like the best moment of my life. Like, he hugged me, I hugged him, we exchanged hugs, stand next to him in the picture. We couldn't meet Tyler, sadly, but we met Josh, and I was okay with that. So yeah, thanks for listening to this story. So this was one of those that I will look back on, and I will be like, wow, Brianna, you are a crazy one. But thanks to my three friends, Alexa, Olivia, and Nicole. I would not know about 21 Pilots at all. I would just be like, who's 21 Pilots? Like, who are they? This punk rock band? I hope you guys like the story, and I will see you guys sometime soon. Things are after me on my catastrophe at my kitchen sink. You don't know what that means.